Hello, good morning. Yes, my dog is questioning why I'm talking by myself, and a lot of people probably in the street are gonna start asking why I'm talking to my phone, and it's gonna be like super weird. But if I stop talking, it's because like I see someone. But anyway, I'm I'm walking Peter, and this is what I do. This is what I do in the morning. I wake up around 7:30, and I start working with my dog, and I stay out 1 hour-ish. And it's currently 7:30 in Vancouver. It's kind of chilly. It's not super cold. It's not super warm. It's kind of chilly, and that's it. This is the second daily vlog that I'm doing. That's my dog peeing, everyone. Hey, hello. Good morning. So in the second daily vlog, I want to talk to you about a little bit of Linux, or the epic fail that I did recently on Linux. Basically, if you don't know, I'm trying to learn how to code in Vala and GTK, and in order to build a Linux application, the first thing that I wanted to build was a UX design application, because that's something that was missing in the Linux ecosystem. But it's a really complicated app. It's really big, it's really convoluted, a lot of sections, a lot of libraries. So because I never coded anything in Vala, I needed to learn. And in order to learn Vala, I started coding a small application, a really small one, just to test and understand how Vala works and understand how to use it properly. Hello everyone. A lot of messages, a lot of developers. This is great. Anyway, so I started coding this application called Sequeler, and it's an application that is just a simple SQL client. And I'm reading all the messages. Everyone's so friendly in the morning. What time is it in your time right now? Come on, let's go. My dog stops every time. Oh, there's another dog. Let me see if I can show you. There's another dog approaching, so come on. Hey. Come on, let's go. 8 p.m. Okay. So what I was saying, yes, I started in order to learn Vala. I started coding this small application, an SQL client, just something like PHPMyAdmin or SQL Pro, something that you can open, create a database connection, save a database connection in your library, and then interact with the database. So the first step was just simply create a really simple interface, save custom settings, and having an open database connection, just like small things to learn how Vala works. It was super terrible. It's so hard. Like Vala is a really complicated language, and actually no, let me rephrase that. Vala is not complicated. Vala, it was really easy to learn and to understand. The complicated part was to use all the libraries necessary in order to make it work. Because in order to build, or at least that's what I'm learning, in order to build an application for Linux, you need a lot of libraries that interact with the Linux ecosystem. So you need your library to print XML, you need a library to connect to a database, you need a library to handle JSON, you need a library to create objects. It's all like really modular. You need a lot of different libraries for different purposes, and then you have to package everything together. But these libraries are kind of a mess. Documentation sometimes is not super clear, and I'm having a lot of trouble. So in this weekend I was supposed to publish the Linux app, Sequeler, but I couldn't, because I couldn't make it work. I couldn't make it compile properly. And the biggest issue I had, the biggest issue I have is currently with a library called GDA. The libgda is the library necessary to connect with the database, and the GTA has a sub-library or an extra library that it's a GTA UI that creates a user interface to print data in a table, or just like show the data that you get from the database other than text. And that's terrible. That's a terrible library. It's not included in package manager, so that I had to compile it by myself. And now that I packaged my application and I test an installation on a new machine, it doesn't work because it doesn't recognize the library. Yeah, it's so frustrating. I've been working on this app for almost a month now, and it was supposed to be a super small app, but I cannot make it work, and it's really frustrating. So I don't know what to do. Probably I'm gonna drop it, but we'll see. Oh, thank you. So I'm reading a bunch of messages. You're a great developer. Yes, yeah. This is beyond me at the moment, but I'm excited to get on this level. Yes, it's actually also beyond me as well. It's like really complicated to understand. It's really tough. There's a question from RNWebDK. Hi man, can you talk a little bit how you learn WordPress, the advanced stuff like hooks, filter, plugin, etc. Did you go through a tutorial that you can recommend? And then I have an Italian question that is like, how did you start, and when did you move to Canada? So let's start for the first question about WordPress. I've been working with WordPress for like almost 13 years. At the beginning, it was I didn't know much. I was just like building websites randomly and hopefully like finger crossing that we're working with WordPress. Just recently, and by recently I mean in the past 4 or 5 years, I started really digging into WordPress and started to read the documentation. I just started reading the documentation thoroughly, and I started like investigating plugins or investigating other themes, how they were working. So I didn't follow any tutorials, especially because when I started learning WordPress, there weren't many tutorials available, and all the tutorials available were just paid tutorials, and I didn't want to pay because I didn't have money for paying tutorials. So I worked with WordPress for so many years that I started understanding deeply how the system worked, and I was able to understand completely the documentation. So every time I have an issue or I don't know how to do something, I just check the documentation and I read it. So that's the thing. The Italian question was, how did you start and when did you move to Canada? I started when I was 18 and now I'm 32. So I started when I was 18 coding, learning PHP by myself. Then I went to the European Institute of Design in Rome and I studied digital virtual design. And then I moved to Canada 4 years ago. It's gonna be 4 years it's gonna be 5 years in September. This September is gonna be 5 years. Oh, there's a huge sun. Let me show you. It's gonna be, let me switch camera. Boom. This is Vancouver in the morning. Walking my dog, so I bring him to this gorgeous park. This is my dog, super happy. Hey, we're at the park. Look at that. This is a beautiful park. Oops. Just knocked my headphones out. Sorry. So this is China Creek Park. It's the park where I bring my dog, and he loves it. Look at that, so happy. Yes, let's go. There are other dogs there. Yes. Okay, so what I was saying, yes, I moved to Canada 4 years ago. It's gonna be 5 years in September. I decided to move here because I didn't know English. I was super tired of the situation in Rome, in Italy. I didn't feel realized, so I decided to, hey, I'm 27, let's give it a shot. Oh, that's a really noisy truck. And let's go as far away as possible from my hometown, so I ended up in Canada, and it was a pretty big deal. So thank you guys. I'm reading a bunch of comments. Let's see other questions. The way I do programming so awesome. Oh, thank you so much. The best I found thus far. Do you continue plugin series? Yes, Dan. I'm gonna continue the plugin series. It's kind of on a little hiatus right now because I'm building this app, and it's so frustrating that I cannot make it work. But I recorded either 2 or 3 videos for the plugin series. I have to find time to edit them and publish them. So yes, I'm gonna absolutely continue. What else? What other question do we have? Will you make something freelancing contract and receiving payment? Not right now, because I don't have time. I work too much and I don't have time to do freelancing, but probably in the future, if I go full freelance, yes, I will start doing some freelancing stuff, and I will guys let you know, absolutely, because of course I will have so many proposals that I will need to handle this. And if I go freelance and if I find too many work that I cannot handle it, I'm gonna start looking for collaborators. So opening my own company to do web development would be so great to work together, right? Yes, I guess. I'm going down to the park. Let me switch the camera again. Going down to the park, and my dog can't wait to go on the grass. This is what I do every morning. I wake up and I walk for almost an hour with my dog. I remember one of you asked why I am not fat. That was a really great question. One of you asked why as a developer I'm not out of shape, and I look like really good, in a good shape. That's such a funny question. Well, the short answer is that I have a dog, and my dog forces me to go out a lot and walk a lot and do a lot of exercise, because he's a really active dog and he needs exercise and he's super excited constantly. So the short answer is that. The longer answer is that I've been training and doing martial arts and sport for many years. I'm a Kung Fu black belt. I don't know if you guys know that, but I don't like to brag about it. But yeah, I do a lot of martial arts, and that's why I keep myself in shape, even if I spend more than 10 hours per day sit on my ass coding at a computer. So let's check out the comments. Is there any advanced theme option page for WordPress and JavaScript that you made? Not public. I did a lot of these things for client works, not public. I'm I don't know, probably with the plugin development series I'm gonna release a lot of those things, so hold tight. Manik says your sunset theme is superb, but one thing I'm sorry to say, Alex, your sunset theme was pagination problem. Will you help me resolve it? Has a pagination problem? Sure. There's a new method for WordPress to create a pagination called the pagination. You can use that. But the Ajax pagination, yeah, touching base, talking about something about the sunset theme and the pagination stuff. So the Ajax pagination. A lot of you complain that it wasn't perfect, and I know that it wasn't perfect, because that's the whole purpose of a tutorial. It wasn't to build a completely bulletproof and professional website. The main purpose of a tutorial is to teach you how all the little things work, like all the different stuff and the different options of coding are. So now you know how pagination in Ajax work, and if it doesn't work perfectly with your scenario, with your server, with your code, or with your data, now you have the knowledge to update it and fix it. It's obviously I don't pretend to do fully functional, always code without bugs. I will always do bugs. Like that's the nature of the things. Like you code something, you're gonna have bugs. If my code doesn't work 100%, like even if you copy paste it on your machine and it doesn't work at all, I will help you. But if it works a couple of times and then for one post doesn't work, or like for a specific scenario, if you try to use it in the category or in a taxonomy, it doesn't work, you should probably try to solve it by yourself with the knowledge that you gained from the tutorial. Does it make sense? I hope so. Sorry. Other question. Does Canada have good job opportunities for developer? What is the minimum wage approximately there? I don't talk about money here, but yes, it has a good opportunities for developer. It's a really young country, Canada, and there aren't many people here, so there's a lot of, and it's really close to the United States. There's a pretty big startup ecosystem environment that is growing. So yes, a lot of job opportunity. You can search on Craigslist for job offers and make yourself like give you an idea of the situation. It's really easy. How many years do we need working to be a good programmer? Not sure. It depends on you. It depends how fast you are. It took me a lot of years for me to do it, but because I was doing other 25,000 things altogether. But if you just do programming, just 1 or 2 years maybe to be good, but it's really personal. Let me read our question. One more question. Any degree required to get a programmer job in Canada? Just like I don't know. I don't know. I mean, my degrees weren't even considered. I have a digital and like the virtual design degree. Not like my degrees were more about design than development, but I got hired as a developer. So, oh, my dog is pooping. Okay, great. I have to clean it up. The last couple of questions, and I'm gonna stop the live streaming. Why, another Italian question, why Canada? Okay, I moved to Canada because I did some research and I liked Canada, so it was just a random choice, nothing more. No, I didn't find a job before moving here. I arrived here and I started looking for a job, and I came here with my girlfriend, not alone. So these are the answers, and my dog just pooped, so I have to pick it up. His waste is gonna be fantastic. Last question. Okay, still can you? Yeah, okay, awesome. I guess it's fine. One last look at my morning routine. There you go. Hello, Peter. Peter, sit. Good boy, Zaya. Do you wanna get pop? Pop. It's so excited. Hey, sit. Look, pop, pop. No jumping. Oh my God, it's so excited. He cannot even understand basic commands. But anyway, 12 years. Yes. Okay. That's it. This is the second vlog. Thank you so much, guys, for watching me talking about stupid things, and I talk to you tomorrow. Have a good day.